ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यां च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्. Shloka 37 in Vishnu Sahasranama is अशोकस्थारणस्थारः शूरः शौरिर्जनेश्वरः अनुकूलः शतावर्तः पद्मी पद्मनिभेक्षणः. There are 10 namas in this shloka and they are Ashokah, Taranah, Tarah, Shurah, Shaurihi, Janeshwarah, Anukulah, Shatavartah, Padmi, Padmanibhekshanah. So these are the 10 namas in this shloka. And the first nama is Ashoka. Shoka means intense grief. Intense grief about continuously thinking about our unsatisfied desires. Many people do this wrong thing. They continuously brood over that happened in their life, something negative happened in their life, or some unsatisfied desires, or even if we have some losses, they find it difficult to come over it. They just brood over it again and again, thinking about it. And this leads only to more and more difficulties in life. Every one of us has difficulties in life, some by our own health problems or our mental stage, some by others. That is very common. At least if we have disease, we can go for some treatment. If others give us problems, what else can we do other than to chant the name of Bhavan? Some by natural disasters. So all of us experience all this. It is very common nowadays. But if we keep on brooding over it, and that will go only to depression. And in a way, shoka can be said as depression in English. That state of mind in complete disappointment and thinking over it again and again, that is shoka. In English, it can be translated as depression. When we experience so much of mental tension, then that person will lose the balance of the mind. And you know what happens? They just withdraw from everything. They hate everything. For one dukkha or for one worry, they just hate everything and they just draw inwards, and they just don't want to involve in any activities. So completely, when they remain like this for a long time, it will lead to depression, and so many problems will come after that. Normally, in life, people experience six different types of shoka, six different types of waves of samsara. That is, first is hunger, thirst, sorrow over unsatisfied desires, confusion, delusion, whether to do this or not, that will take off the mind, delusion, aging. Oh, I'm aging, what will happen to me next? That type of anxiety. Then, of course, death. So, all this fear are the great problems in samsara. And there are three different types of problems that affect from different sources. That is, first is adhyatmika. Adhyatmika means our own mental state and our own body, about our diseases, about our pain, about our laziness. So many problems will arise out of laziness, absent mindedness, loss of memory. We forget so many things, what to do for that. So all that create problems in our life. Adhyatmika. Then next is the adhibhautika. Adhibhautika means from the external sources. Adhibhautika means troubles arising from the other beings, from the other animals, wild animals, insects, from people surrounding us. That's why I said, if we have disease or we have pain, at least we can do something. But when so much problem is coming from outside, people surrounding us, or from our enemies, or what can we do? We have to just chant the Bhagavan's Nama and keep our mind in balance. So that is Adhibhautika. And Adhidhaivika means sometimes we experience natural disasters like earthquake, flood, um, too much of scorching temperature in the summer season. So all these are beyond our level. We can say it as Deva, Adhidevika, and black magic, influence from the bad spirits, ghost, all that. So all these are Adhidevika. So these are the three uh, different types of obstacles that have come to a person, and different six types of waves of samsara. So all this is not for Bhagavan. He knows to come over all this. Why are we affected by all this? Whether it may be the six waves of the samsara or the three types of obstacles. Because why are we affected by it and Bhagavan is not affected by it? It is because we identify too much with our body and mind. Even some people, when they experience some loss, they always identify with their own self and always chant Bhagavan's Nama. So they do not experience that much grief. But some people, they experience more because they too much attached with the body and mind. So Bhagavan doesn't have all this. He is Antaratma. He always remains in himself. He never, even though he took avatars like Bhagavan Krishna, Sri Bhagavan Sri Rama. My Acharya will say that no one of us would have experienced so much problem like how Bhagavan Krishna or Bhagavan Sri Rama had experienced. Just imagine the case of Bhagavan Sri Rama, that the moment of about to take that power, he was grabbed of that power and status and everything and that royal life. If we were in that situation, we would have had everything apart. But he was so calm. But so he would say, no one of us will experience even a bit of the problem like what Bhagavan Sri Krishna or Bhagavan Sri Rama experienced. But they are all divine beings when we are all ordinary human beings. But we must know to come out of our miseries, or otherwise it will drag us more down. It will drag us into more and more problems, and it will give us more and more difficulties for us and for the people who are around us. So Ashoka means one who knows to come out of the problems, or one who is not affected by any shoka, any deep grief. And so Bhagavan is called Ashoka. And not only that, when we are in difficulties, when we chant the Nama of Bhagavan or when we worship Bhagavan, he will lift us from all our shokas. And so also he is called Ashokaha. The next Nama is Taranaha. Taranaha means one who lifts us from this ocean of samsara. He is Taranaha. And in the Dhyana Shloka of Vishnu Sahasranama itself, it says, Yasya smarana matrena janma samsara bandhanat vimuchyate namastasmai Vishnave Prabha Vishnave. I worship that Bhagavan, Lord Vishnu, who cut all the bondages of samsara just by thinking, smarana matrena, by thinking of him alone, not to do any great puja or go to temple or anything, just to think of him alone, he will remove the bondages. He will cut all the bondage, all our bondages of samsara. So he helps his bhaktas, whoever think of him, to cross over the difficulties or the obstacles in life. And so he is called Taranaha. Tara itself means to cross. So that is the meaning of the Nama Taranaha. The third Nama is Taraha. Tara means he not only lifts us from the obstacles of life, he also removes the fear of the obstacles. We have, just like what I said, there are six types of difficulties that inflict a person in the normal life: hunger, thirst, then sorrow, delusion, aging, death. So all these fears, we get all these fears from time to time. So Bhagavan, when we worship Bhagavan Vishnu, he removes the fear from us. So that is Taraha. And actually Tara means the star. There is one that guides, is also known as Tara. In ancient times, when there were no mariner's compass or any sophisticated instruments to guide us in the sea, people who travel by sea in the ship and all that, or in the boat, they just look at a star in that direction. For suppose, if they want to go towards the north or towards the east, then they point out a nakshatra, a tara in that direction. And following that Tara, taking it as guidance, of course, the Tara will move direction, but still considering it as that in that direction, they will travel in that direction and they will reach the shore. So that which guides is also known as Tara. So one who removes the fear and us, and one who guides us is Tara. Definitely, Bhagavan Vishnu is Tara. And Acharya writes, Garbha Janma Jara Mrityu Lakshanat Bhayat Tarayati iti Taraha. One who lifts us or who removes the fear of conception, death, aging, and birth. Jara means aging and Janma means birth. That is, he lifts us from the fear of conception, birth, aging, and death, and so he is called Taraka. This is the exact meaning given by Sri Adi Shankaracharya in his Bhashya. And the next Nama is Shura. Shura means one who is brave, a valiant king. We say definitely all the avatars of Bhagavan reveal his braveness and his courage, especially the avatars of Nrsimha avatar of Sri Rama, Sri Krishna. Everything reveals the braveness and the valiant nature, valor of Bhagavan. And so he is called Shuraha. And the fifth Nama is Shauri. Shauri means the son of a Shura is Shauri. That is, King Vasudeva was also a Shura. That's why he bore all that pain and misery with braveness of heart, is it not? Who else can bear that cruelty of Kamsa? With no complaints, he just bore all that. At that time, just imagine how he would have experienced in that prison, in that room, with completely chained everywhere. So definitely he's a brave king. So he's the son of a valiant, brave person, and so he is called Shauri. Another interpretation is Bhagavan Sri Krishna, who is the avatar of Bhagavan Vishnu, he is from the dynasty of Shura. There is Mathura was actually known as Madhuvana, and that Madhuvana was ruled by the brother of Bhagavan Sri Ram, Shatrughna. So King Shatrughna, he defeated Lavanasura, who ruled Madhuvana at that time. King Shatrughna, he defeated Lavanasura and he ruled Madhura. That is Madhuvana. That time it was known as Madhuvana. And he built the city of Madhura. So the city of Madhura was built by Shatrughna. So after Shatrughna, his son ruled the nation, that kingdom, and it came by that way, and it came in the hands of King Yadu. who is the ancestor of Bhagavan Krishna. So, in the dynasty, that is from the generation of King Yadu, was a very famous king, Shurasena. And the son of Shurasena is King Vasudeva, the parents of Vasudeva and Devaki, the parents of Bhagavan Krishna. And Bhagavan Krishna was the son of Vasudeva. So Bhagavan Sri Krishna is the grandson of Shurasena. So also he is called as Shauri. Their dynasty is known as Shura dynasty because Shurasena was the king. And so Bhagavan is called as the Shauri. The one who came in the dynasty of the Shura is Shauri. So that is another interpretation given by some acharyas. The next nama is Janeshwaraha. Jana means the people or society. Ishvara means the Lord. One who is the Lord of the people. That is people's Lord. Sri Rama is a perfect example for it. The avatar of Bhagavan Sri Vishnu. Janeshwara means the people's Lord. We say as the people's leader, but rarely we experience them as the people's leader. But they say that he is a people's leader, so vote for him. So, like that, Bhagavan is people's Lord. He, whoever worship him, he just come to their rescue in one way or another. We may expect him to come in one way, but he will be helping us in another way which we may not recognize. So he is the people's Lord, the Lord of the people. Janeshwaraha, Bhagavan Vishnu is the Lord of the people. The next nama, seventh nama, is Anukulaha. Kula means the shore. The people who are standing on one side of the shore, they can easily assess each one, isn't it? So, Anukula means one who can be assessed by anyone or one who helps anyone. We say some people, we can approach him, he will help us. So he belongs, everyone can assess him. So just like that, anyone can assess Bhagavan, even if he is a great sinner. If he realizes it and if he worship Bhagavan, definitely he will receive help from Bhagavan. So Anukula means one who helps everyone. And another Acharya, he says that Bhagavan is the Antaratma, self of everyone. And so he does not do, or he would not do anything unfavorable for himself. And so everyone can approach him. So the overall meaning is he is helpful to all, and whoever does their karma perfectly, definitely Bhagavan Vishnu helps him. So he respects our honest effort in performing our duties. So Anukula means one who helps all or one who can be assessed by all. That is, we can access him. The next nama, eighth nama, is Shatavartaha. Shatam means 100. Avarta means repetition. Bhagavan takes avatars repeatedly, any numerous number of times to establish dharma. Here, Shatam 100 means it implies numerous. Many times he takes birth or he manifests to establish dharma. That's what he said in Bhagavad Gita also. Whenever the adharma rises and dharma declines, I will manifest and help the people who follow dharma. And this samsara itself is said as a wheel, chakra, because there is continuous repetition, the repetition of yugas. So now itself we can experience it would have been fashion or a great trendy style some 50 or 60 years back, but now people repeat it. So everything is a repetition. That's why we say it as a samsara chakra. So when everything gets repeated, even the avatars of Bhagavan also gets repeated. It will get repeated in the future also. So everything, Bhagavan takes numerous avatars or he repeats himself to establish dharma. The next nama, the ninth nama, is Padmi. Padma means the lotus flower, one who has the lotus flower in his hands or one who bears the lotus flower, he is called Padmi. Padma also means Devi Lakshmi, and by that interpretation, one who always has Devi Lakshmi by his side is Padmi. And the next nama and the last nama is Padma Nibekshanaha. Padma means lotus, Nibha means comparable, comparing to, comparable, to compare, and Ikshana means eyes. So the eyes of Bhagavan are beautiful and it is compared with the lotus flower or the lotus petal. The eyes are the doorways of the mind. We can understand the mind of a person by observing their eyes. At least we can understand whether they are in anger or whether they are in fear or whether is that person a compassionate person, a very kind person or a very cruel person, cunning person. All this basically anyone can understand. So the eyes are the doorways of the mind. The eyes of the Bhagavan, it always reflects kindness, compassion, love, and infinite knowledge. Everything we can see by from the eyes of Bhagavan. Even when some people go to temple, the priest they there say, just observe the eyes of Bhagavan, all your problems will be solved, which implies that we get that intelligence of Bhagavan and automatically we will have buddhi to face our problems. Or we must see the feet of Bhagavan. Then we surrender to him. So the eyes of Bhagavan are so powerful. It reflects his true nature. If we have the mind to connect with it, then we can draw a lot of energy, power, and intelligence from the eyes of Bhagavan. So Padma Nibhekshanaha means the eyes, his beautiful eyes are just like the lotus flower. So that's the 10 namas of this shloka, shloka 37 of Vishnu Sahasranama. The summary of this shloka is Bhagavan is free from the 6 waves of samsara. He helps one to cross the ocean of samsara and he also lifts us from the fear. He is a brave and valiant person and he is also the son of a valiant king. He is the people's lord and he is favorable to all. He takes numerous avatars to establish dharma. In his hands, he always has lotus and he is always by the side of Devi Lakshmi and his eyes are comparable to the lotus flower. So that's the meaning of this shloka. I will continue with the rest of the shlokas of Vishnu Sahasranama in my next video. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि.